Hello, welcome to Dong Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. A ceremony was held in Hanoi on October 22nd to announce the export of Vietnam's first batch of dairy products to China under a protocol signed between the Vietnamese Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and the General Administration of Customs of China on April 26, 2019. Deputy Prime Minister Vương Đình Huệ attended the ceremony. China is one of the largest milk importers in the world. In 2018, China imported milk and milk products from other countries with a value of nearly 10 billion USD. After more than 6 months of signing the protocol between the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and the General Department of Customs of China on October 16, 2019, the General Administration of Customs of China announced the granting official permission to the import of Vietnamese dairy products. TH Milk JSC is the first Vietnamese firm to receive approval from the General Administration of Customs of China to export dairy products to China. Its sterilized and modified milk products have been granted transaction codes by the Chinese Customs Agency. The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development said Vietnamese authorities will continue working with General Administration of Customs of China to speed up consideration of milk export applications from 4 other Vietnamese enterprises besides TH Milk. The event is significant for Vietnamese agricultural sector and dairy industry, which are exerting efforts to boost high-quality farm produce exports to potential markets including China, the state media said. On October 22nd, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Cao Tiến-dũng chaired the meeting with departments, localities, and International Progressive Joint Stock Company (AIC) on a smart city deployment in Dong Nai area. AIC offers comprehensive solutions for the province to build an intelligent urban architectural framework, an operating center to connect with all ministries, departments, and localities in such fields as health, transportation, tourism, environment, urban lighting, education, and urban management. To deploy smart cities, it is required to build components including information technology infrastructure, integrated platform, database platform, digitizing system, cleaning and exploring digital content, equipment and specialized ecosystem, specifically smart information lighting ecosystem, ecosystem of smart education, ecosystem of smart health. Currently, AIC has built components for departments, Bien Hoa City, to deploy. The opinions of departments and agency of Bien Hoa City agreed and proposed the Provincial People's Committee soon allow for the construction of an operating center because it is very convenient for the management and administration. The leaders of Russia and Turkey agreed Tuesday after more than 5 hours of talks on an agreement to ensure the Syrian Armed Force Kurd YPG in Syria to withdraw from the region 30 kilometers from the Turkish border, and then Turkish and Russian soldiers will begin joint patrols of the buffer zone Ankara demands are in northern Syria. Under the deal, Russian military police and Syrian border guards will first facilitate the withdrawal of Syrian Kurdish forces from the Kurdish border. The pullback is expected to last about 6 days. Speaking at a joint news conference with Russian President Vladimir Putin after talks in Sochi, Turkey, President Tayyip Erdogan hailed the deal as a historic agreement. Turkish and Russian soldiers will begin joint patrols of the entire border area to a depth of 10 kilometers with the exception of the de facto Kurdish capital, Qamishli. The deal appears to also include the contested strategically key town of Manbij as well as the important Kurdish town Kobane. On the same day, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad also announced that he would support Kurdish forces in the northeastern region of the country against Turkish forces and Ankara's proxy forces fighting in Syria. Turkey's defense ministry, meanwhile, said the U.S. announced that the Kurdish force had finished withdrawing its troops from the buffer zone that Ankara requested. U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper arrived in Baghdad on Wednesday, where he is likely to face questions about how long U.S. troops withdrawing from northeast Syria will stay in Iraq. While Esper initially told reporters the troops withdrawing from Syria would go to western Iraq to fight Islamic State and help defend Iraq, he said on Tuesday that Washington aimed to eventually bring the troops back to the United States. Hours after that deal was announced, the Turkish Defense Ministry said the United States has told Turkey the withdrawal of Kurdish militants was complete from the buffer zone Ankara demands in northern Syria. We will have the military temporarily stationed in Iraq first, then turn to the United States, he said. He reiterated President Donald Trump's word in defending the abandonment stance of the Kurdish forces, which have been a powerful ally of the U.S. in the campaign against the Islamic State organization in Syria. He said that Washington was opposed to Turkey's invasion of Syria, but said it certainly will not conflict with an ally of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization because of a border area that right from the start we are not committed to protection. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.